The buzz of barbers and the chatter of customers.
I know that's right.
All sounds of a typical busy day at Mitchell's Barbershop in Irving. But on this day, all of that activity is gone and nothing is left inside. That's because a big transformation is about to happen here.
There's going to be a drastic change in here.
Before we show you that change, let's look at what's prompting it. Back in 2016, Irving police officer John Plunkett had the idea for Shop Talk, a program to work with barbershop owners to help police build positive relationships with the African American community.
Mitchell was the first shop that we had in the Shop Talk program back in 2016. We approached Mitchell and asked him, what do you think about doing a program?
From day one, he was all in.
The black culture, you know, everything starts at the barbershop. And we need more hands-on relationships with the cops.
And since that first event,
it has just grown tremendously, and to see a transformation like this because of his willingness it's uplifting.
After that, the program's growth surged and even gained national honors. The first time you saw police come in here, what did you think?
Who getting arrested and what happened?
Now, more than 20 Irving barbershops are participating. Police make regular visits, and no question is out of bounds.
Why is it like this? Why does it seem like we are kind of targeted sometimes?
Did you ever imagine that so many barbershops would be so receptive to police officers?
First of all, I never imagined we had that many barbershops in Irving.
You want to feel safe, they want to feel safe.
It speaks to the need from the community standpoint, the need to connect with the police department.
So this is growing even within the city of Irving. It's bringing the community together.
Let's have a real conversation about what we're doing as the Irving Police Department.
As the program grew in Irving to include meetings and more, the nonprofit CommunityUSA joined the effort and is working to spread Shop Talk to other cities.
What we're trying to do again is change the dialogue on the street, and this is a great way to do it.
Ms. BRINKER and one community said, hey, look, let's do something for this here shop.
The nonprofit is supporting Mitchell's Barbershop with a grant. $10,000 for renovations.
Just to give back like that, it was really awesome to me.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, it's our pleasure. Mitchell's got this grant because he is an ambassador in the community, and it's one community and Irving Police Department's way of saying thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna have my booths set up, 4 booths set up here, chairs.
While the funds will improve the interior, the improvements will extend beyond the walls of this shop.
We reached out to code enforcement because there was a lot of issues outside of the shop that Mitchell brought up to me and some of the other tenants in this area brought up to me.
And so we were able to come out here and kind of assess the situation and determine, what kind of violations need to be worked, and our team has been out here working it ever since.
Code enforcement notified the center's management of several issues.
I think that they were a little caught off guard at first, but they have bought into it, and I think that the evidence is out there. I mean, they are making repairs and cleaning up.
They updated lighting in the parking lot, added a dumpster enclosure, cleaned and restriped the parking lot, and more.
Everybody has really stepped up.
Neighborhood crime remains a concern.
This part of town has brought some challenges to your department, right?
Yes, absolutely. Apartment tenants tend to be very transient, and so it's really hard to establish that feeling of neighborhood. Couple that with some aging infrastructure, some crime issues that naturally flow into that, and there are some challenges.
What started as a project inside the 4 walls of Mitchell's Barbershop is also geared at improving the entire neighborhood by creating some momentum for change.
Enthusiasm breeds more enthusiasm, and when you see people caring about their property and taking pride in the neighborhood, it is contagious.
As a mother and grandmother, I would hope to make safer communities for our children, to make it a pleasant environment for our children to feel safe, and for moms to take their kids for haircuts, for them to feel safe in a pleasant and beautiful environment.
Help from local businesses made the $10,000 grant go even further. Mitchell got a new sign.
Man, I love it.
And then inside, the first renovations in the shop's 31-year history are complete, to the surprise of some customers.
A lot of them come in, they open the door, they close it. Say, this is the wrong shop.
Now it's like when they come in, they smile.
Now Mitchell wants to bring in more new barbers.
He just welcomed me and told me, like, hey, You know, we are working with the community.
And the hope is the improvements will continue to make an impact both in this neighborhood and beyond as Shop Talk, that started right here, further expands across the country.
It's an awesome feeling, man, you know, from the heart.
Thomas Gandy for City Source.